Hi, and welcome to a quick video on laws of indices. This is a fairly basic topic, but it's good to practice because it always tends to come up in GCSE papers in some form on one of the higher papers. So let's start right at the beginning. We have a couple of basic rules you need to know. First, if your times in powers, so I've got y to the 4 times y to the 5, the effect that's going to have is you want to add these powers together. So your answer would be y to the 9. And just to explain that really quickly, y to the 4 means y times y times y, and that's multiplied by y to the 5, which is y times y times y times y times y. And if you look all together, if I go to my brackets, I just have 9 y's times together, and that is the same thing as y to the 9. Same rule applies here, but just be careful, if you're timesing up just a power, this number's not going to change. It will just be 2 to the 7. It won't be 4 to the 7. So if the number comes to the power, that base number should not change. Okay, that's a really common mistake I tend to see. Okay, same idea with division. You want to explain it works the exact same idea. If you were dividing, you need to subtract the powers. So here, this would be a to the 7, that's 11 minus 4. And also we see a fraction, that of course means the same thing as divide. So we subtract the powers, we do not change this base number, so it would just be 7 to the 4. Okay, that's the basic idea. Normally see it slightly harder, so I'll go over a couple of harder examples. So these questions here, we've got numbers and we've got powers. The golden rule is you always want to times the numbers and add the powers. So times the numbers, 3 times 4 is 12. Add on the powers, we have f to the 9. Okay, that takes us to a couple of awkward ones. When solving both of these, there's a few rules you can use, but they can kind of confuse you. What I'd say is just remember, actually, what does squared and cubed mean? So squared means times by itself, so 2t to the 4 times 2t to the 4, and cubed means times by itself 3 times. So same thing again, but I've got 3 lots of 2t to the 4. And then we work it out the exact same way we did for this question here. We're going to times the numbers and we're going to add the powers. So 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 plus 4 is 8. Same thing down here. 2 times 2 times 2, that's going to be 8, and 4 plus 4 plus 4 is going to be 12. Okay, so that's how the timesing works. I'll just do a quick example on how dividing works. Again, it's the exact opposite. You're going to divide the numbers and you're going to subtract the powers. So here, 10 divided by 2 is 5, and we do 5 minus 2 gives us 5b to the 3. And again, if you've got loads of letters, you do each number and letter separately. So divide the numbers. We have 12 divided by 4, which is 3. We have no power here. If you have no power, that always means the power is 1. We now subtract the powers. We've got 1 take away 3. Absolutely fine, so that's minus 2. We've then got 4 take away 3, so that would be d to the 1, although normally just write d. We have e to the 5, and nothing down here, so that would just stay as e to the 5. Okay, hope those two are both clear. Some questions for you to try, so feel free to pause it and give it a go, and as always on the worksheet which is in the description. And they do get steadily harder as you go through them. Okay, I'll go for the answers in black in 3 seconds. Okay. They are as follows. I hope it's fairly straightforward. Again, quick reminder, if there's no power, that always means the power is 1. Otherwise, good luck and thanks for listening.